goofy brackets, but he fucks.
Can we listen to it again?
I am that second mouse. Close your eyes. Keep them closed.
What are you going to do?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Keep them closed.
They're closed. That looks like something that one of the kids in my after-school club would have made.
It's our new mascot, Mr. Dotty.
Oh, no.
What do you think? I can't talk with the mask on because I think it would betray the character.
Why is he not called Mr. Pom?
Because his name is Mr. Dotty. I'm not going to call him by...
is way better, though.
His name is Mr. Dotty.
But you've named him, so... My eyes are watering because you're doing things that I think are making my tear ducts go.
You mean Mr. Dotty is stimulating a kind of fight or flight response in your body?
I think it's you stimulating that.
Because if that is the case, then I think he's doing exactly as intended.
That's what you want our mascot to bring out for people. That's making it so much worse. You're taking me back to drama school.
Would you like a Vietnamese Red Bull?
No.
But they come in such cute little tins.
I don't even drink British Red Bull. Why are they so small?
Pims?
I'll take a Pims.
I'm going to move on to the Pims after the Red Bull. Ooh. Flat.
Like deliberately flat, or like there's some bubble, but you can tell it's not quite enough.
No, just fully flat.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to the Bothering Pod. Episode 5.
Are we on episode 5? I thought it was 4.
I couldn't expect you to know because you don't watch them. The second you leave, it's like a job to you. You just out the door, collect your paycheck, and you're gone.
I wish it was like a job and I got a paycheck. My goodness.
We're gonna crunch the numbers next episode. We'll figure it out, and I'll see how much you're owed.
The bubbles.
The views have not been increasing in a satisfactory way, and so I think we need to come up with a title for this video that's just really fucking clickbaity. What have you got for me?
How about last one touching the grizzly bear wins $1 million?
I like it.
The stakes are high. It's a grizzly bear.
Men versus women versus industrial pneumatic presses. Is that anything?
You're putting humans in one?
Well, they're just fighting. We're going to see who wins. This is really hitting the spot.
Watch this to learn how to trick old people for money.
I would love to know that. That's a thing that I want to know.
Right? Exactly. You would click on that.
I'd fucking
You want to trick old people and get their money.
I have clicked on things like that.
People do that.
I clicked on an email just like that the other day, and now I can't get into my YouTube. The second channel.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, where's this going?
We'll be fine. Survive 150 days without farting.
I would
Jennifer Bingham.
fail. Me specifically. I would fail so miserably at that. I literally farted just before we sat down to film.
I have another one here for you in my notes, specifically designed for you. It's the kill 100 dogs with your bare hands challenge.
Nope. No.
What if you won $1 million?
It's a game of leapfrog, monster truck edition.
I see it. I can see it.
Oh.
I think they actually do that.
Oh, really?
I went to monster trucks.
You went to monster trucks.
They did it.
The land of monster trucks.
They did like an exhibition game.
Oh.
They did monster trucks, and Brian and Maria took me a couple of years ago. And we went to see monster trucks, and I think they did leapfrog, actually.
That's crazy.
How about you laugh, you lose, ... your virginity?
What's the logistics of that? How are you?
Don't ask. That's way too loud. Welcome back to the Bothering Pod. Welcome back to Am I Bothering You? Episode 5.
Not 4, it's 5.
This is a new podcast presented by me, Christopher Bingham.
Hello. Christopher Bingham. And me, Jennifer Bingham.
And Jennifer Bingham. I've got a new sound. Do you want to hear it?
Yes. That was me! That was me! What is that from?
Do you want to hear it again and see if you can figure it out?
Is that from a recording of a pod where I was like...
It's the very last second of the previous episode. Where you call me a rude word.
Oh yeah, more like something.
And then you go. So that's made it to the soundboard. People have been complaining that the soundboard
so happy with that.
Hasn't been updating. I have already been using this for weeks on my music streams. Just so you know.
That's just proof that I don't watch them.
Yeah, no, you don't come along. So I can still surprise you, even though viewers of the channel have been hearing this for a long time.
All 5 of them. There's a little bonus there.
Good job, well done. You f***ing razzed me. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna burp very soon.
You failed the challenge. Anyway, this is Am I Bothering You? It's a brand new podcast starring Jennifer Bingham and Christopher Bingham. This is episode 5. And I'm getting casual. I don't know about you. I'm ready to really just sink into it and really get a bit like loose. And just really just like put on a comfy hoodie and just fucking like... Because it's cool, some of these podcasters, they act like they don't give a shit, and that's what makes you want to watch them. And I think if I could summon that...
No, I like watching people put in effort.
If I could summon that, effortlessness energy, then I think maybe we would be more popular and get views. That, and also we put a bunch of bears and dogs in a pneumatic press.
I was going to burp, sorry.
What a burp. So yeah, this is that.
That silent laugh of mine is slowly becoming more like the cartoon dog.
Muttley, I had a Muttley laugh. I went through a Muttley laugh phase. Yeah. I get new laughs. I've got a new laugh. Mm-hmm. You have a laugh that people get when they actually catch you by surprise.
Yeah,
right?
I know what mine is.
And that one changes a lot. I've found that changes. And I went through a phase where it was like Muttley. That was like. That was my legit laugh for a while. It's all in the belly and the chest, like a middle-aged, who's the stoner actor who goes Seth Rogen. I'm starting to get a Seth Rogen laugh. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
That's my Hugh Grant impression.
Yeah. This is unlistenable. So far, I don't think we've recorded any podcast. We've got 0 minutes of podcast. This all has to be cut.
But going back to the laughs, my friends have started pointing out that I have a Mickey Mouse laugh and they love it.
Uh-huh.
Because if it's the catch me off guard one, and I must do some sort of kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm really sweaty. I might
just take it off. You've taken it off. You've put it on. You've taken it off.
But I'm not wearing a bra.
Do you want a medal, you fucking feminist? I could get you a bra.
There it was. That's the fizzies.
Born of the same parents.
Wow. When am I going to be an uncle? When are you going to make me an uncle?
When am I going to be an auntie? And for that matter, when am I going to be a sister-in-law?
See, now, I have an answer, okay? But you can't fucking do this dance with me because I have an answer. And my answer is as soon as possible, actually. This Vietnamese Red Bull's doing something to my brain. I think I have the JK mold in my bathroom and it's making me crazy.
I've just been in your bathroom.
No, the little one. The
Oh,
ensuite.
okay, I'm fine then.
I think that the ensuite bathroom has proper nasty mold somewhere. I'm trying to find it.
You need to sort that
I'm
out.
trying to dry out the room to try so I can find the source of the mold because I've been having nightmares.
If it makes you feel any better, there's just like mold in my office, my bathroom, like everywhere in our
You
house.
really
It's
got to
just
get that
better.
checked.
No.
It turns you into a transphobe.
Is that what happened to J.K. Rowling?
That's the prevailing theory, yeah. Have you not seen this?
No.
There's a theory online that is gaining traction because there are photographs of her on her web from her like laptop webcam from like 5 years ago, and you can see her kitchen roof. And then you can see her more recently from the same angle, and there's a black patch that has grown. It can interfere with your brain.
Really?
Prolonged exposure to black mold can fuck you up.
Our mold isn't black mold. It's just like the really chill mold from just a bit of damp.
People are wondering. And I've got to say,
That's crazy.
I think that I blame my mold for everything that's wrong with me.
Everything.
I'm blaming...
And all of the previous issues you've had as well before the mold.
I'm retroactively blaming my ensuite bathroom mold for everything that I've ever done wrong.
Yeah.
On behalf of the mold, I apologize to anyone who was caught in the crossfire of my life.
Your eye is twitching.
It is, I can feel it. Coming up on this episode of Am I Bothering You? Jenny's going to tell us which animated animal characters can get it.
And Chris is going to share with us the do's and don'ts of gardening.
I'm really good with plants.
Yeah.
We're also just going to do a little talent contest because why not? We're going to have a little improv talent contest. I hope you brought something.
You didn't tell me about that.
Looks like I'm going to win it then.
It's nice because this time you've like come up with your own like hostile kind of things to say to me, whereas previously you have gone to my partner James to get some ammunition to like tease me with for this show, and I can't do that with you. I don't have that option.
A single fucking tear. You see me crying? Huh? I'm out there. I'm out there in the streets.
Eligible bachelor right here.
I go to bars and I stand there. I stand there in my bachelor pose. And I'm like, open for business, babes. Ladies.
No.
And nothing.
Okay.
No takers.
That explains a lot.
Oh, my head! Fuck! Ah! Do you have a show and tell?
I do.
We actually both have two. I know that we both have two.
Yeah.
It's going to be a show and tell heavy episode this week. Do you want to go first? Because mine are really good, so I'm going to let you get one of yours out of the way.
Oh, mine are really good.
Okay.
I'm in a pirate band.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am.
Jenny is officially a professional pirate.
Yep, we're actually getting paid gigs now, so that makes us professionals, I think.
So is your show and tell like some gig footage?
Yeah.
Play it. Play it for us. What is this? Where's this that you're playing? Is this at an event?
This was a beer festival at a pub in the southeast.
And what do you do in the band for everybody?
Play the accordion and sing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And what's the band called?
Toe Rag.
Toe Rag. And you can follow them on Instagram?
Yes, very much so.
And other things?
They approached my friend Mitch, who you are also now friends with.
Yes.
He is also a very talented musician, and they said, hey, will you play banjo for us? And they also mentioned that they were looking for a female vocalist. So he put me forward for it and mentioned that I also play a bit of piano and the ukulele. And then they said, does she think that her piano skills would translate to accordion? And I said, sure.
Okay.
Never played an accordion in my life, but sure. First rehearsal, picked up the accordion for the first time ever and played. It was fun. About 12 days later, we played our first gig.
That's psychotic.
Yeah.
Were you terrified?
I was terrified.
But you did it.
I did it. Very simple
Was the accordion bad?
No. I messed up a couple times for sure, but...
And you suit the pirate vibe.
Thank you so much.
I think the pirate, like, if you...
There we are, we're so cute.
You don't have the confidence to do it every day, but if you did wear pirate clothes every single day of your life, like Jack Sparrow, just going to cut the co-op, I think
that would be...
Nobody would mind.
But yeah, it's one of my favorite things that I get to do. I'm very happy and grateful that I get to do it. And I've always wanted to be in a band ever since I can remember. My first job that I wanted was to be the lead singer in a rock band. We're more like shanty punk.
Yeah,
but, I'm in a band.
When you were a teenager, you were probably picturing like Paramore.
Yeah, Paramore, Evanescence. Like I wanted to be
but
Amy Lee.
You're happy for it to be.
I'm very happy.
Pirate shanties.
Yes.
That's
and we just have so much fun.
That is actually really
and it's
cool.
Theatrical, which is really cool. So I get to like flex my silly improv and acting.
It's kind of the perfect thing.
It really is.
You.
Yeah. I'm like, it's so, the whole thing was very serendipitous because I kind of weirdly had been wanting to learn the accordion anyway before that. And I also had been looking for like a new creative project where I could create with people. And I kept saying I missed singing and music. And then suddenly, there it was.
Amazing.
These lovely pirates. And I love them all very much. And I'm very happy about it.
To many years of toe rag.
Yes.
Clink. I have a show and tell.
Yes.
So I've been working, you know this.
I do.
I've been working on a series of short stories. And this is the full manuscript of my 6 short stories. It is finished.
They're completed.
They are finished. I'm going to do one last really I'm going to get a friend of mine who I know I trust about language. And we're going to spend 2 hours or so just poring over the text and just kind of tweaking grammar and the structure of a couple of sentences. But other than that, it is done.
That's awesome.
Six short stories coming in at about 14,600 words. It's called The Encyclopedia of Musical Theatre, 6 Apocalyptic Short Stories by Christopher Bingham. And the starting point you might recognize.
I do.
Several years ago for Christmas, I made you a gift, which was essentially, I printed out the entire Wikipedia entry for the A to Z list of musical theatre. I had to split it up. But to make it more than just a reprinted Wikipedia article, I decided that I spent less than an hour writing a fictional author's introduction by a made-up person who's just chatting complete shit about musical theatre, a subject about which I don't know very much, which is the whole fucking point. For years, I didn't think about it. And then I was doing all this archiving, and I found that PDF. And it's bad. It's not good. I've almost completely most of this is entirely rewritten from that.
I have the originals.
Most of the material in your version, once I had written 6 short stories, I had to go back and basically change all of it because none of it gelled anymore.
Yeah.
But the root of it was this gift that I made you for Christmas, 5-6 years ago.
One of the best gifts you've ever given me. It was great.
What started as the introduction to your Encyclopedia Musactica has been reworked and is the first of the short stories in this collection. It's the shortest one. It's only 750 words. Mm-hmm. But it sets the tone for a series of satirical short stories that are all linked. And the character that gave this speech, that is the introduction to the short stories, turns up in the later ones as well.
Yeah.
And has adventures and relationships, and I don't want to spoil it too much.
Yeah.
Can I read you a segment?
Yes.
I'm going to figure out a segment that I can read that's not going to be too spoilery. I should say these are a 15. They're not for kids. Mm-mm. Cassandra Fancy, bounty hunter and eccentric patron of the arts, would become my lover in the russet autumn of 1983. Heir to the fancy Dog Chow dynasty, by the time Cassandra came of age, she had already explored the globe, learned 5 languages, and killed the legendary Algonquin Sasquatch. She schooled in London, vacationed in Tibet, fell in love at Paris Fashion Week, and gave generously to the institution of which I was still an esteemed member. We met on a fundraising blimp over Berlin. She had just swatted a particularly ambitious white gull with her wicker squash racket. Ludicrous, the German varietal, absolute vermin. And the way the sunlight hit the bloodied hoop, reflecting in her creamy, hazel eyes, would have enthralled any man. Ours was not an affectionate affair, mind you. It wasn't love, rather a relationship of convenience and lust, of thrill-seeking. We engaged in increasingly devious and sensual adventures which I will here describe in brilliant detail. We triple-pegged in a Gondwana mud bath under a full moon. We consumed each other as part of what is known as a Tahitian human salad. And who could forget Mother Dominique's reverse birthing ritual? Time and again we would smash ourselves together and be left bruised, drenched, and toothless afterwards. I wrote many of my lesser plays and one unpublished symphony from my private room on her mega yacht. I rarely slept in there, however, choosing instead to consume a dish of powdered Afghani tranquilizers and bask, star-shaped, on the glossy forward deck. I was staring down a particularly stubborn section of The Moon with No Name one afternoon when she made a request that gave me pause for a brief moment. But I found myself incapable of saying no to her, and that evening we gave each other erotic acupuncture while her parents watched and called me names. I have never orgasmed quite that powerfully, and may never again.
Very good.
Thank you.
Well done,
Yeah.
sir.
I think I'm going to do like I'm not going to be a professional author. That's totally fine. I'm at peace with that. I was thinking of maybe doing like a Wu-Tang thing. You know? Like sell it to one person
Okay.
for like £100. And they get a signed copy and they get like an annotated manuscript with my notes on it. And then everybody else can have it for like £1 on my Patreon or something. What do you think?
Sure.
You know, do a Wu-Tang. You know. I guess I should hurry up because it's spooky season. And there's a lot of ghosts. There's a lot of ghosty shit in it. There's a lot of ghosts. I should release it for Halloween.
We're into October now, so we gotta get on it.
Watch this space. At Chris Coolblog. So I'm going to do a Wu-Tang. That's going to be me. Do you have another? I'm nervous. I'm like, my heart's racing, actually.
Wow.
I need to calm down. Reading my prose.
Goodness.
Knowing that people are going to judge it.
Yeah, I got a bit nervous showing the videos of
Woo.
Toe Rag.
Well, that's good, though. Do something every day that scares you, right?
Yeah.
That Vietnamese Red Bull, man.
Are you messed up?
I'm tweaking.
Oh, no.
Do you have another show and tell?
I do.
Bring it on. Show it to me and tell me about it.
Okay. So, me and James play a lot of games. And one that we like to play a lot at the moment, especially, is Disney Lorcana.
Yeah, you fucking nerd. You absolute fucking loser.
I am a nerd.
Jesus.
And I know your 2 favorite Disney films. I thought I would make you a little 2-page spread of some of the best
okay.
cards from your 2 favorite Disney films.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. I'm just gonna
They're good, right?
We can zoom in on this. If it's not too shiny.
That's good.
We've got 4 Hercules. We got a couple of Herculesy ones, and we got some Emperor's New Grooves ones. Why are there so many different Kronks?
There are lots of different versions of each character.
Do they? I don't play. I'm not a nerd, so I don't play this shit.
If you ever wanted to, though, I'm gonna build you a very specific deck.
Is there a reason? Do they have different abilities? The different versions of the characters?
Yes.
Okay, so I can have like Professor Kronk.
Yes.
Does one thing, and I can have Outdoorsy Kronk does a different thing, and I can have Kuzco on the throne. And is there Llama Cusco's?
Yes.
Oh,
I forgot
do you
to
have
bring...
a Llama Cusco?
We do, not in there though.
You've got Merlin in his holiday outfit,
That's one
in
of
his
my
Hawaii
favorite
shirt.
cards. It's a shiny one.
That's great. That movie's a mess.
I just have like some of my favorite cards in TCG. I've got Magic at the front, and I've got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the back, which I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, but they're funny cards.
That's cute. What's your favorite Lorcana card?
That's so difficult.
Do you have a favorite, or like top 3?
Favorite ones to actually play, like powerful ones, or we're just talking about purely about like
Favorite. The way that like I like Diglett, but Diglett's, you can't build a Diglett deck.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have some favorites in there on that previous page.
Winnie the Pooh.
I love that one.
Shiny Winnie the Pooh.
It's the art of that one. He's
It's
a honey
really- it's
wizard.
very
and
good.
It's so good, and there's a playmat of it, and I really want one.
Cheshire
but
Cat.
I love that artwork.
Mickey Mouse, like Inspector Gadget.
Oh, that's
Mickey
just
Mouse.
because that's the promo one that we got right when we first started playing the game.
Oh, I see.
It's a special promo
a little
one.
gifty gift.
Yeah, but
From
and that
our
Merlin
corporate
is great.
overlords.
Yeah, and that Merlin is great.
It is a good Merlin. Explain to me, without explaining the rules, what makes the game good. Because I know, like, in Magic the Gathering, you, like, have to collect all the beans. You have to get all the beans. You have to get as many beans out onto the field as you can, and then whoever has the most beans wins. I get it. I've played it before. And with Pokemon, you've got to, like, you've got to get rid of the beans. There's, like, you start with loads of beans, and it's, like, the opposite of Magic, where you have to get rid of the beans, and you have to use, like, Pikachu to get rid of the beans. I get it,
Kind of.
and I see the joy in those two scenarios, but what makes Lorcana interesting?
It's really well designed. It's really fun. It's quite similar gameplay to Magic, but it's just simpler. And it's always fun to be playing cards of your like favorite Disney films. And also, the pricing is crazy.
The pricing.
The pricing at competitions and stuff. The pricing is
they're like
insane.
they're coming straight out the gate with a funded like tournaments.
It's wild. We went to the Disney Lorcana Challenge in Birmingham the other week. There's a short on my
I saw
Cardboard Corner if you want to see.
I think I reposted it on
Nice,
TikTok.
thank you. The pricing gets better as you go along. So we were like quite low level. There were over 2,000 people there. But if you won enough games, you would get enough points to be able to get enough tickets to be able to get certain prizes. And so James managed to get enough tickets to get this like special promo Rapunzel card, which he then immediately sold to a vendor for £65
Shit.
for a card.
He just turned around and got 65 quid for no reason.
Yeah. I pulled an Enchanted. Enchanted are like really rare. They're the highest level ones. Some of them, they tend to vary in pricing because it depends on which one it is. But most of them are well over £100. I pulled a Robin Hood Enchanted and we sold it for nearly £200.
Damn.
It's insane.
So there's already a big market for these cards.
Oh, yeah.
Do I need to be buying Lorcana cards for resale? Is that my new career?
Potentially.
Is that my post-eds world life?
They have these special playmats which have like textured bits, like foil shiny bits on them.
Yeah.
One of the guys who was working for this vendor bought the Rapunzel special one from a guy for £600.
No. Stop it.
There is.
No, I'm sorry. Stop it. You're all adults, and they're at a certain point you have to say, no, this is a toy.
If you get to the top 4 of one of the big challenges, like the one we went to in Birmingham, you get the Golden Mickey promo card. Guess how much it can be sold
And then
for.
people immediately turn around and flip them on eBay for £1,000. No. Stop it.
Let me see if I can find one.
£1,500. Fuck you. £2,000. Fuck off. £3,000. Fuck off. How much?
Let me see if I can find one.
I got that fucking shiny Mew that came in the Pokemon movie VHS. And I was very happy to get a $5 for it a year later.
Okay, so I've just found one. I mean, this one is currently selling for more than $10,000.
No. How much is that graded one?
The graded one,
Yeah.
this is the actual eBay listing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but nobody's Nobody's actually doing that though.
They've been bought for like 20,000 before. But
Disney,
even the lower level things,
fucking Disney, fucking coming in, fucking pumping and dumping this trading card game economy, putting their hand on the weighing scales. I see you, Disney. I fucking see you, Disney. I see you.
As I say, that Enchanted Robin Hood was like, I just happened to pull it in a booster pack. I mean, yeah, we're never going to get to that level. That's like, there were like over 2,000 players at this tournament the other week.
Incredible.
But the top 4 got that Mickey.
Disney Lorcana, the way of the future. The way of the future.
It's insane.
The way of the future. The way of the future. Don't go anywhere. This is Am I Bothering You? With Jennifer Bingham and Christopher Bingham.
Hooray!
Would you care to partake in my second show and tell?
Yes.
I think you're going to have a good time. As you know, I've catalogued all of my digital files over the last year.
Yep.
I've got a little collection to share with you.
And these new are always hard when I'm around.
Yes!
There used to be this perfect, beautiful phone app called Ditty, where you could just type something in and pick a song, pick a tune, and they would vocaloid your message into a little animated GIF.
You went through a phase of sending them to me a lot.
I loved this app, and I was devastated. Devastated. I will never get over it being taken down. They're gone. The website's gone. They're bust. Stripped from the face of the earth. And now we've got all this bullshit AI, and I don't want to hear it. It's not the same. And I don't want anyone fucking talking about Miku in my goddamn comments. It's not the same. This is bad and funny. And
Always a treat when I received one of these from you.
I've saved as many as I could find.
Yes.
And I'm going to play them to you in order.
A lot of them, I think, were to me.
There was a lot of them were to you. I think that one was to Mandy.
That was to Mandy.
That one was to Mandy. I did sometimes send them to Mandy. Here's the next one.
Wanna come over and watch Riverdale? Wanna come over and watch Riverdale? Wanna come over and watch Riverdale?
So a lot of them.
I remember that one.
A lot of them are about us watching Riverdale.
Yes.
Absolutely, my God. Absolutely, my God.
That was it.
I was just saying yes
Yep.
to something.
Yep.
There's this one.
Maybe you could calm down. I'm clean or night cloud.
That's my favorite one because it really doesn't know how to.
Can we listen to it again?
That was me defending my my behavior.
What you were doing, because you just kept sending me
defending
ditties.
the fact that I was only talking in ditties.
Yeah.
And the conversation was just you would send a normal text, and you would get another video, and it.
Yeah, I remember this well. Oh, that one's too big.
God. Oh my God.
Are you okay?
It's the mold.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Then there's this one.
I hope you are feeling better today and oversized. Try everything. Hope you are feeling better today. Hangovers are for nerds.
Okay, I was hungover apparently. That song is Try Everything from Zootopia, sung by Shakira.
It's the Shakira Zootopia song.
She's a gazelle.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And they were.
You know why I know that? Why I remember that?
Lorcana.
Yeah.
And it was being it was one of the like promoted sounds in the Ditty app. But it didn't take the try everything out.
No, that's really weird.
So every time you use that,
everything.
it would interrupt your thing with the backing vocal,
Yeah.
which was not something you typed.
That's
And I
so
thought that was
funny.
very funny. You could search Giphy and you could make the backgrounds of your ditties GIFs from Giphy. So I started sending you ones about Riverdale using Riverdale GIFs.
Yes.
Like this one.
Wet Boys in Prison.
There's
I
a new
remember
episode
that
of Wet
one.
Boys in Prison. Your parking's till 7. We could wrap up and just watch Riverdale.
I mean, I'm down.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
Then there's another Riverdale one. And it really works. I think I did that one, if I remember correctly. I made that one multiple times because I couldn't get the rhythm right. So I added the yo because it was the way to make the flow. It made the
yeah.
It had enough syllables to do it right.
I was expecting it to go Riverdale.
Yeah.
Ending ditties to everyone is my being step from above. Is my being step
Oh, fuck off.
I don't remember that one. I think
Might
you
have
sent
been
that
to
to Mandy
yeah.
because she probably started sending them back to you.
This one was definitely to you.
Yeah.
This one was definitely to you.
Okay.
Take away tonight if your performance is tonight. Sound you.
I remember I watched that one so many times. I was doing a show or something, and
Yes.
you said, and it was just
during,
so
like-
funny because it says disown instead of disown. I'll disown you.
It was during like Mother
Sweeney Todd or something, yeah, or Sister Wendy,
Sister
yeah.
Wendy, yeah.
That's so
Holy
funny.
shit.
I think I probably played it to my whole cast because
This-
it was so funny.
This one I don't know if I can actually include in the edit, but you need to see it.
Okay.
That was one of the things I loved about Ditty. There were fucking no safeguards.
Oh, that's funny.
Absolutely zero language filters on this thing. It would let you type anything. That's Fuck.
I've never seen that one. That's
Oh my god. We have to calm down because I don't know if I can put that. I don't know if I
my
can put that in the
God, no.
podcast. And the one before it wasn't this funny. Oh, I'm sweating. Taken from us too soon.
That's incredible.
Taken from us too soon. If anybody has like a backup, if anyone has like a phone that still has Ditty on it, I will buy that phone. If somebody can compile me the like off GitHub or whatever, can make me a version of Ditty that works just for my own personal joy.
Please.
It's the best app that ever existed. It's the best app that ever existed. I just want to talk to people in ditties for the rest of my life. I never want to talk. I never want to send a normal text again. I just want to send Ditty, and I can't. I can't Ditty it. I want to watch the really good one again.
Yes.
I'm clean north night.
It's funnier than I remember.
I wish I could just isolate the vocal, and have it on the soundboard. Just the like. I've had those in the back pocket since the first episode.
Really?
And I keep forgetting. I keep
How?
forgetting to do the ditties.
It was worth the wait.
So yeah, that's show and tell. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you very much for sharing. I really appreciated that.
That was great. I haven't laughed that much in a long time because life is sad and full of pain. Do you want to hear my Fred Durst impression?
I have one as well.
You can do it too?
Yes.
You've got one too?
Yes.
Oh, I smell a little competition in the
Is
comments.
this because you saw Spencer doing it?
There's that guy on the...
Spencer in Smosh does a really good Fred Durst impression.
He doesn't though.
No?
I don't think he does.
I just think it's funny.
I don't think it's good.
Okay, I just think it's funny.
But it is because of that.
Yeah.
It's the Frank Dust or whatever he calls himself.
Yeah, they're playing darts.
Yeah.
Fred
Frank
Darts.
Darts. They have this bit that they do. But, I don't think he gets his Fred Durst quite right.
Okay.
Thing that you have to understand about Fred Durst is that he is always on the verge of tears. You have to get in that mindset if you're really gonna... It's not like chocolate starfish. It's like chocolate starfish. It's like that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You have to do that, right?
Yeah,
You have to get close to... Right? You have to do that. Chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water. Oh, you got to do that because you're...
Just one of those days.
It's just one of those days. Chocolate starfish. Not enough secret pain
Yeah.
in his Fred Durst impression. So that was my first.
I like it.
That's my first impression.
Just one of those days.
Take him to the Matthews Bridge. DJ Lethal. DJ Lethal. Bring it on.
Aliens are real.
It starts getting into aliens are real territory. I'm not good at impressions.
Hot dog. I'm Jennifer Coolidge. Oh.
That's good.
Just making lots of weird noises.
I like that. A lot of it just comes down to some noises. You know, I do like again, I can do like 4 or 5 words as like again, it's a caricature. It's not really when you listen to him speak, he's not really like this, but like I do like Christopher Walken. He wanted to give you this watch. There we go.
Yeah.
This watch.
That's it,
it's
right there.
Up and down. Up, down.
There's a lot of like glottal action happening there.
And he in his ass. I am that second mouse. Like
I just went to try and do my Jennifer Coolidge again, and it was like a weird cross between her and Christopher Walken.
it's a bad. I'm not an impressionist.
No, me neither.
The only one that I feel very confident about, and I don't know because we've been talking for now for like 4 hours. I don't know if my throat can do it, but I do feel very good about my leader of the Blue Meanies from Yellow Submarine.
Yes, you do a good impression of that.
We meanies only take no for an answer. And then there's again, it's a lot of like, gentle flying Glovey.
That's so good.
Yes, Glovey. And then the little guy is like, yes, your blueness.
No, your blueness.
No, your blueness. No.
It's very good.
Rimsky-Korsakov? No! It's been so long since I watched Boosh, but I used to do the Moon
Oh, I remember the moon.
from the Mighty Boosh because Noel Fielding is like a less sexy, less talented version of me. So
Put you in a papoose.
a papoose. Oh yeah, what was that character's name? He had like a normal name and it was funny.
Like the little.
Tony Harrison.
That's the one.
Tony Harrison. Yeah, and the moon is like, it's all Noel Fielding's
the moon is
voices
different.
are just kind of variations on that. Like, I'm the moon.
I'm the moon.
I'm the moon.
Hello.
I can't really do it
Yeah,
anymore.
I was doing a
I
wrong
saw
character.
I saw the sun once. Yeah, he does that.
I saw the sun
He
once.
brings it up into the
Yeah.
like Tony Harrison's down here and the moon is up here.
And the moon is up here.
is up here.
I saw the sunrise.
So it came past all in his yellow suit. I licked his back.
Smashing. That's another one I like to do.
Ah,
They're not mermaids. They're
dugongs.
dugongs. That's one of my favorites
I
to
do
do.
this
With
with my
my
hands.
That's one
This
of my
is the
favorites.
podcast now.
Oh, I also, whenever I do my impression of Goofy,
What?
I always go, wake me up. I can't
You're
wake
doing
up.
you're doing Brock's Goofy at that point.
I'm doing it's the
Brock's
Evanescence
housemate Goofy won't leave you alone.
Wake me up.
You owe Goofy money.
I can't wake up. Save me. It's the Evanescence one.
Yes.
Save me.
Save me. So you were going to tell us which animated animals you would fuck.
Yeah, speaking of Goofy.
So we can start with... I have a list and we should try and do it in order.
Oh, you're going to give me a list and I'm going to say yes or no?
You can use kind of any metric that you want.
Oh, I thought I had to come up with them.
I do want you to kind of justify your answers if you can.
And this is whether I would bed them.
Whether you would fuck.
Specifically.
Can they get it? We don't need to understand the logistics of it.
No.
Just kind of gut reaction.
Okay. There's at least a couple I can think of that you must have put on the list. The classics.
I mean, Goofy. We can just launch him from Goofy and then we'll go down the list.
There is a Lorcana card.
Okay, so this is already going to introduce, there's going to be a complication here, which is you're going to be like, not usually, but...
No, it's quite the opposite. It's one of my favorite cards just because it makes me giggle. There is a Lorcana card and he's called Goofy. I don't know if he's called Super Goof, but he's Super Goof.
Goofy brackets, but he fucks. Ravensburger, what are you doing?
This is inappropriate.
But it's a really powerful card, so everybody puts it in their deck.
Here's Super Goof.
Okay.
And he's wearing a onesie.
He's wearing a onesie. He's got hips, Matt. Oh, you can't zoom. No. He's got hips.
Yeah. And I think it's one of those onesies that has the like butt flap.
Yeah. Oh, always. That is common in most of those cartoons.
That Goofy, I find it quite contradicting.
Goofy famously wears like itchy an itchy like one piece underwear underneath his outfit.
Yeah. Because I think Goofy in general, yes.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Goofy
but
in
he
the
has
onesie.
to be quiet.
Goofy once he's taken half his clothes off. No.
I'm not sure. It's the onesie puts me off. And
So what you're saying is Goofy's not allowed to speak or look at you during. Got it.
No, now I'm looking at his face. I don't think I could do it. I think I would have to be.
He's got a dumb dog face.
I think
he's
it
got
would
a
have
big
to
long
be
like baguette nose.
I'm gonna have to go with a no.
Okay, no. So
I want him to be my best friend though.
Gil from Finding Nemo.
From Finding Nemo?
Yes.
Oh.
The sexy angelfish.
Yes, I think.
Great.
Yes.
The princess ant from Ants.
Yes.
Didn't even hesitate. This one's for me, and maybe one of my earliest sexual awakenings. The girl squirrel from Sword in the Stone. I remember even as a 6-year-old just thinking, dude, you are never going to do better than this fucking squirrel.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You are never going to do better than this horny fucking squirrel who's in love with you. Just stay a squirrel, dude.
Yeah.
Just stay a squirrel. Who cares about England? Stay a squirrel.
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
Yes.
The panther from Jungle Book.
Yes.
King Triton.
Yes.
Lumiere. And before you answer, as a human and as a candlestick.
As a candlestick, yes.
Yes.
As a human, no.
Correct. Correct.
And you know what? It's same for me with the beast.
Yep.
Human, no. Beast, yes.
Feather duster.
Yes.
Both? You only see her for half a minute, but she's pretty hot at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The rat from Ratatouille, whose name I can't remember.
Remy. Yeah, maybe.
Isabelle from Animal Crossing. Famously the sexiest Smash Bros character.
Yes.
Eevee.
Yes. Actually, Eevee, no.
Okay. Why not Eevee?
Eevee Evolutions, because she feels like a child.
Interesting. I would be worried that it felt like a dog.
Eevee Evolutions, yes.
Okay.
Most of them.
Even the wet one. The slippery mermaid one.
Less so. Flareon, definitely.
Flareon can get it. Moomin Mama. This is a strong yes from me.
I'm not surprised by that. I'm going to say yes.
Thomas O'Malley.
Yes. All the way, 100%.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
Okay.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
Maybe it's a bit too much. You know, maybe
Maybe.
she's a bit too much woman for you, and
Yeah.
that's nothing to be ashamed of.
In that scenario, I would definitely be the Roger.
Lola Bunny.
Yes.
That's fine.
Obviously.
Absolutely. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I'm so sick of the woke mob for making her less sexy in the
I
new one.
knew you were going to say
How
It's
dare they?
that whole is so stupid.
How dare they? And what they did to the sexy Eminem.
All good for me.
And the last one, any or all of the Minions.
No.
Okay, that's good. I've learned a lot about you. I was lying. I don't think any of I think you're a deviant.
Who is the most sexy to you in that list?
Depends on my mood.
What's your instinct
Depends on what
right now?
I need.
Yeah.
Right now, I need Moomin Mama.
She'd look after you. She'd take care of you.
I'm looking. Hi, Christopher Bingham, 34 and single. Looking for my Moomin Mama. I'm growing my beard out so you can kind of watch different episodes and you can kind of get a sense of my different looks. I have been going to the gym, but I pulled something this week, so I'm a little bit softer today. I have most of my original teeth.
Gardening, do's and don'ts, go.
You want me to tell you about gardening?
The
Let me-
do's and don'ts.
Let me actually get you some. I'm going to bring in some of my work, if you don't mind.
Oh, please do.
I'm going to bring you some.
Yeah, it'd be really helpful for
I'm going
the
to bring through
learning
some of my
experience.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back.
We get a visual aid.
Do a little starlight. Okay, you can open them now.
Oh no.
Yeah. These are 2 chili plants
Oh no.
that I purchased 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks maybe, and they're thriving.
I can
They're
tell.
thriving in my care.
You could probably still use those chilies though. They're just like dried chilies now.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to talk you through the steps of how I grew the perfect chili plant.
Yeah.
They came in little planters, you know, as they do. They'd been, propagated by somebody and they were selling them in their garden. And I was like, ooh, these look really nice. They look really nice when I bought them. So I brought them home in 2 little planters, and they were lovely enough to actually, the people selling them had actually printed out little sheets on how to care for your chili plant.
nice.
So you could take the little plant away.
Did you leave it behind?
No, I brought it
Okay,
home. And I
okay.
took it and I read it. And it was like, you can keep them. They're ideally suited to a greenhouse, or you can put them on a windowsill that gets lots of sun. So I opted for that.
Yeah.
They were in small little planters. So I went down to B&Q and I was looking at the planters and they were all shit. None of them were good. So instead I got this little storage basket.
It's still got the label on it. I was going to say it's cute. Can I have it?
Little,
But,
little recycled plastic storage bucket that was
Good.
£2.
you didn't want to put them in a...
It has holes. So when I was filling, and I got some, I got some like bulb planting soil.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the right one, but I got some, and I kind of took them out of their things, and I put them in this, and I topped it up, and some of it kind of fell out the sides because it's
Yep.
not a pot. It's not
Yeah.
for plants. It's for something
it's
else.
for storage.
For storage.
Things.
But that's fine because it was only a little bit came out the sides.
Yeah, there you go. Yum.
Some of the chilies were looking pretty ripe, and I actually took some off and I cooked with them, and they were delicious.
Good.
And then I left,
It.
and that's the real crucial element. The crucial element in the caring of any new plant that you've repotted is that you have to go away for 9 days.
That's in the rule book.
I actually hadn't repotted them. I came back and they were mostly like this. And then I did repot them. Then I am so looking forward to harvest time next year because I can't get enough of these sweet chilies.
He says as he wipes tears from his eyes.
Ow. Yeah, so that's, I mean,
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
all you need. You see this, I don't know if you can see from all the way over there, but you see this like kind of dusty white coating
Yeah, I
on
can see
some
that.
of the soil. That really shows that the plant is doing well in its new environment and has taken to the soil very nicely. That is a good sign. We're moving into fall. It'll be winter soon, so they're going to kind of hibernate and go brown. And
I can see some of them already
they're going to take on a
excited
kind of
for that.
they're going to take on a kind of crispy texture as we move into the winter months.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the springtime, they'll be back in full force.
I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. It's good. I'll have to try that with my next plant purchase.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Do you have a film or TV or music recommendation?
I
Do you have a recommendation, something that you've been enjoying?
I thought it would be nice to recommend a band of which we know 2 members. And they're currently on tour in America.
Hey!
Sweet Loretta.
Sweet Loretta, friends of the show, Sweet Loretta. I've been playing them quite a lot on
Yeah.
the music streams at the weekend.
It's been so lovely to see all of their Instagram posts of them
Yeah.
touring the US with Kishibashi. It's like so cool.
Do you have a favorite song of theirs? Mine is Run Run.
I really love Run, Run, Run.
Run 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 is so
It's
good.
so good.
I think I listened to it like 4 times in a row. That's hard. Like we all have friends
yeah.
that do things. We all have friends that make things, and I make things all the time. And I'm used to the fact that most of my friends don't give a shit most of the time when I release things.
Same.
Because we're all doing it. We're all wrapped up in our careers and
Actually,
whatever.
I have some really supportive friends. Thanks, guys.
Run 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 is like actually like if anyone made that would just make my playlist.
It's such a good
It's
song.
so good.
Stop at your gaping noise, void woman!
I was just doing my Hugh Grant impression. I don't know.
I have been watching a Discovery Channel show from the 90s
Whoa. Okay.
called How It's Made, hosted by a former Olympic swimmer called Mark Tewksbury, who
Good
is
name.
not a trained presenter.
Okay.
And it's just the best. It's so good. I think a lot of Americans watching may have grown up with this on TV, but we never got it. It's literally a low budget educational show, and every episode they highlight 3 or 4 things like everyday products, and they show a segment and he talks over it. They've sent a team to the factory where they're made and packaged and just filmed the process from start to finish, and he narrates it. And without fail, every one of them I've watched, I've been like, what?
I want to watch this. It sounds fascinating.
It feels a real we've not been serious at all this episode, but I genuinely think that it's like the kind of thing that is dying in modern television. The film and television industry needs, for loads of reasons, needs like low budget television.
Yeah.
And especially like educational television. But it's not sexy and it doesn't sell subscriptions, right? So like Netflix and Disney and stuff are not paying to make educational content unless it's like propaganda for their own shit, for other shit, right? Nobody's making How It's Made with Mark Tewksbury anymore. That costs, only a few grand per episode, and you just send a B team out, the same way that nobody's making like Beyond Fact or Fiction with fucking Jonathan Frakes, which is bad, but it's like a really necessary part of the television industry. And I've been watching like old things from the 90s into the 2000s and noticing that there's just like no equivalent now.
For a few thousand an episode, we could make something really cool like that.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to fund us making something like that.
It's actually interesting that you say that, because I think that actually the market, the market has like shifted and actually partly started to fill that gap with YouTube.
Yeah.
right? Like you edit for factual, basically long form factual content creators,
Yeah.
right? Maddie Moat does it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mandy works with Maddie all the time. And like we did the dating video for Jess and Gabe.
Yeah, my long-term
That's
clients.
like factual.
Yeah.
But it's non-fiction television, and it's just moved into YouTube, which I think is interesting.
It is interesting.
Because there's no like big money to be made,
Yeah.
but there's still there is still a huge demand for it, I think. Because
I agree.
I get like overdosed on like drama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch all this prestige shit. I don't want to watch The Bear and then
No.
follow The Bear with an episode of the fucking Obi-Wan show or whatever. Like,
I've not watched any of those. Me and James are just working our way through the One Piece anime.
Yeah.
All like 2,000 episodes or something ridiculous like that. And it's great.
It's too
you know?
intense. You need to like channel flick and actually maybe learn something about sharks or whatever.
Yeah.
You need that.
I want to
that.
see how it's made.
I'll show you. We'll watch 2 episodes of How It's Made and an
Yep.
episode of Riverdale.
Okay, great.
Before you go home.
Fabulous. And then
And
next
it's gonna
time
be
we'll
great.
watch the Fred Durst movie
We'll watch a Fred Durst
and
movie
some more
and some
Riverdale.
more Riverdale.
And some more How It's Made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep going. And the podcast
And
will
then when
start
I
getting
leave, you
shorter and
watch-
shorter.
Yeah.
So that we can have more time to watch
To just
TV
hang out and
together.
watch
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
And then when I leave, you watch the movies.
And then when I leave, I lock the door, I close the blinds, I take off my pants.
When you leave,
When you
are you
leave-
going outside and doing this?
When I go out into the street with my phone,
No.
because there also needs to be an element of danger. Otherwise, I can't get excited. Thank you for watching Am I Bothering You with Jennifer Bingham and Christopher Bingham. Where can people find you?
At Jen R. Bingham.
You working on anything cool?
Oh, yeah. At cardboard.corner.
Yeah?
Look,
Doing
gaming
some
content
Gaming
on
stuff?
Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Playing that Lorcana?
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
We got lots of content coming up.
Hell yeah.
I'm working hard on it. Where I want to make it a real big thing.
Nice.
So
And I'm Chris Coolblog.
need to get you on there to play
Yeah.
some games.
Yeah, let's do it.
please. Would be fun.
And I'm Chris Coolblog. You're on this channel. Subscribe. You can become a member on this channel to get members-only videos and streams.
Do it.
And look out for my short stories, I guess. I'm gonna Wu-Tang. We're gonna do a Wu-Tang. Also this month, I am gifting a graphics tablet, 2 graphics tablets actually, to up-and-coming animators or artists who need it. This was something that we used to do at Eddsworld. It's a tradition that I want to continue. And so I have got a form for artists who need a little bit of a boost. If you're an up-and-coming artist or animator who could use a little bit of a boost and could really use a piece of new equipment, you can find the link to that in the down. It's a little Google form. You tell us a little bit about yourself, you share some of your work, and we're going to pick a couple of people to receive this gift. Because it's difficult getting started in the creative
It is.
industry, and I want to help
It is.
support people who need it. So,
Absolutely.
put something back into the world and help somebody on their creative journey.
Yes. Very cool thing. Love that.
Sweet. That's it. Yeah. That was too serious. Fart.
Jenny.